In an age where many traditions are being set aside, one ancient practice is making a powerful comeback: veiling. Whether in traditional Latin masses, Eastern Orthodox churches, or even among many Catholic women, veiling is returning as a beautiful symbol of faith and reverence. But why? What does Scripture say? And why did veiling nearly fell into disregard for a time? Let's explore the history, meaning, and revival of Christian veiling. Veiling is not a modern trend, it's a biblical practice. In 1 Corinthians 11:5-6, St. Paul writes, "Every woman who prays or prophesies with her head uncovered dishonors her head. It is the same as having her head shaved. For if a woman does not cover her head, she might as well have her hair cut off. But if it is a disgrace for a woman to have her hair cut off or shaved, then she should cover her head." Paul goes on to explain in 1 Corinthians 11:10 that veiling is a sign of authority and respect before God and the angels. The early Christians took this seriously, and for nearly 2,000 years, women covered their heads in worship as a sign of humility and reverence. For centuries, Christian women veiled in church, following both biblical teaching and sacred tradition. This wasn't limited to Catholicism. Orthodox Christians, Anglican women, and even many Protestant groups practiced veiling. It was so widely observed that the 1917 Code of Canon Law, Canon 1262, explicitly stated that women should cover their heads in church. However, after Vatican II, 1962 to 1965, many people believed veiling was abolished. In reality, no official church document banned veiling. It simply became optional. Sadly, in the cultural shift of the 20th century, the practice faded. Today, many Catholic and Christian women are reclaiming the veil. But why? Here are some key reasons. Reverence. Veiling is an outward sign of humility before God, just as we dress respectfully for sacred moments. Sacred femininity. The veil reflects the beauty and dignity of womanhood, mirroring how Mary, the Mother of God, is often depicted veiled. Imitating religious sisters. Many nuns have never abandoned veiling. Their habits represent devotion and a life consecrated to Christ. Many lay women are inspired by this witness and choose to veil as an act of personal holiness. Biblical obedience. St. Paul's words still hold meaning today. Many women veil to honor sacred scripture and tradition. Thriving parishes. Many traditional parishes where veiling is practiced are growing, attracting young families and fostering deep faith. The Catholic Church no longer requires women to veil, but the practice remains a beautiful, voluntary devotion. Women who choose to veil do so not out of compulsion, but out of love for Christ and a desire to show reverence in His presence. If you're considering veiling, remember, it is not a symbol of oppression, but of dignity and faith. It is a personal devotion and not a requirement. It can be worn in different styles: lace mantillas, chapel veils, or simple scarves. Whether you are new to veiling or returning to this sacred tradition, know that you are part of a rich, historical, and deeply meaningful practice.